That's it. That's it. I quit. I'm done. I can't do it anymore. I've tried multiple times today to do an intro in this cage, and it's just not working. It's not working. So instead, today, maybe a little bit of Killa coffee here in the living room? Would that work? I don't know. That didn't really feel right. How about a little bit of Killa balcony? No, this doesn't work either. I got it. Killa kitchen. No, okay. Okay, fine. Back to the Killa cage, but I'm not gonna be happy about it, okay? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to some more Truly Bedrock. In today's episode, ladies and gentlemen, we have a ton to go over. A ton has been done off camera that I want to show you guys. So without further ado, let's talk about our port. We have spent most of the season so far working on this area, and I think today is the day that I can label it as done. I mean, there's still some small cleanup stuff I would like to do around here, like hiding the torches, maybe getting in some street lamps, things like that, but for the most part, the main building that I wanted to do, it's complete. And that includes the interior for all of these buildings. If we go ahead and head inside, I actually did a lot of these interiors on a live stream. So over here in this area, we ended up putting in a greenhouse. We got ourselves a small little kitchenette with a nice little working refrigerator. Coming over toward this side, we have ourselves a little study area and then a nice little coffee room type living room thing over to the side. If we go up the grand staircase, we have a bedroom on each side of the build, and then up top here we can walk right across the windowsill and end up at this balcony up here. That is the first manor. And whenever you walk into the second manor, you are immediately greeted with a small breakfast nook over to the side, a nice little decorative piece here for a kind of separation wall that does double as a staircase to the next floor. We also have a nice little kitchen in this area for people to do their meal prep and stuff like that in. And then if we go ahead and head upstairs, we have a nice study that leads out to balconies on each side. And then if we head even further upstairs, we end up in a nice, big, beautiful hallway that connects up to two separate bedrooms. These two interiors I absolutely love. The rest of the interiors are a lot smaller. For instance, these two cottages are exact mirrors of each other, and they don't really have a ton of room on the inside. If we go ahead and walk through one of them, you can see you have a nice little table and chairs here with a rug, but mostly everything is on one floor up here. You have a nice little study area over here with a bed in the corner and a couple of chests for some storage. Not a ton of room to play around with in here, but I think I did pretty good with the space that was here. And then coming around the backside of the port, we have this shopping mall that I added in. And if we go ahead and head inside, we have some barrels over here for some storage. Over to the left, we have a small little bamboo and scaffolding market. To the right, we have a wool market. And if we head further down, we have a books and painting. Basically, some higher class things in this area. And then if we head all the way to the end, we have kind of a smithy area where people make chains, they make weapons, they make different types of armor. All of that stuff is made over here in this little area. And this one also has an outdoor piece as well, so people can come up to this window and order their swords or bows or whatever they need from the outside as well. I actually really like how this building turned out. A small little shopping mall. I love that idea. Thank you, Jesse B, for that idea. I got it. Killa fountain. No, Killa cage still works better. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is the entire port area done. And I have to say, this was such a fun project here at Spawn Town for the beginning of the season. It has been so fun to do all of these buildings and make this area feel a lot more alive. But in today's episode, we need to move on. We need to go to our base area. We need to start working over there. But I have a problem. Actually, I have two problems. Hello, back to Killa Cage. One of the problems is actually a discussion that I want to have with you guys, because one of the plans that I had for this season is actually going to change. One of the plans that I had for this season was to not use the Nether or my Elytra for travel, and sadly, I think I'm going to have to change that. Because while I still really like the idea of getting around more conventional ways, such as boats or horses or anything like that, sadly, I'm just not going to have the time to do it anymore. I still want to try and connect up the world by the end of the season by adding in paths and landscaping and things like that. But in order to get videos out to you guys quicker, I'm gonna have to be able to travel around quicker. And one of the big reasons for this change is I don't have as much time on my hands anymore. I just recently started a brand new job. As many of you guys know, I did lose my job a few months back due to the whole thing that's going on in the world right now. So yeah, I got a new one and I just don't have as much time to record videos throughout the week anymore. So I need to be able to produce videos faster, which means I need to get around faster. So, yeah, Elytra, Nether, those are the fastest ways to get around. And while I do kind of hate making this change, I do think it's going to be for the better of the series. It's just going to allow me to produce more content per week, because I can fly around to the areas that I need to get materials from. I can fly back and forth between bases in order to trade with people, and really, it's just going to allow me to get around a lot better. It's going to be nice, although I still really would have liked to do it the other way. It's just a time thing, and whenever you're creating content, you have to get more videos out. So 1 to 2 videos a week just isn't going to be possible without me able to, move. You guys know how big I like to do my episodes. But that does not mean that we're going to stop using horses and boats and things like that. They're just not going to be my main method for travel anymore. I still want to do things with Gonzalez. I still want to breed up horses. I still want to do the horse ranch and all of that. Just for in-between episodes and stuff like that, it's going to be really nice to be able to travel. So Gonzalez is safe. We're still going to be doing things with horses because I think it'll be fun. But yeah, having all of the methods of travel available to me, it's going to be really nice. And so that is issue number 1. Issue number 2 is the mess you see behind me. I have a ridiculous amount of shulker boxes and chests just constantly filled with materials. And to be honest with you, I can't have that. So in today's episode, I need to get a storage system done. Considering this port area is done though, it wouldn't make much sense to do our new storage system over at the tower or anywhere in this area really. It would make more sense to go head over to our main base area and start constructing some things over there. So that's what I'm doing, packing up all of the things that can fit into a shulker box and moving it into an ender chest to move over to the new main base area. I also should probably grab some redstone. Oh man, everybody else has these nice, big, beautiful tunnels, and this is what I have. I should probably upgrade this at some point, huh? That's pretty pathetic. I look like the noob on the server right now. But at the very least, I have already set up a portal all the way to my base area, and this is where we're at in the Nether. It's decent. This bastion over here is where Blue Jay and Prowl's portal comes out at, and mine kind of comes out over this cliff face in the Crimson. I don't particularly like the Crimson biome, I'm not going to lie. It's a little bit too dark and bloody for me. I don't know, just something about it I don't like. So I'm probably going to see if I can take over that warped biome down there if Blue Jay and Prowl aren't going to do anything with it. So I'll maybe do like a palace up here on top of this ledge, and then down below have a path that reaches down to a little small village over there in the warped forest biome. That's kind of my general plan, but ooh, pork chops. Anyway, back into the overworld we go, and we are on top of our Savannah Plateau. And actually, I think the last time we were over here, I was on a different plateau. Let me show you guys. So the last time we were over here, I told you guys that this area right here, that plateau that... Hello, llama. You want your camera time? Here you go. Say something. Prowl stinks. Oh, yeah, I agree. 100%. But anyway, the last time that we were over here, I told you guys that that plateau there was going to be the location of my... Go away, you stupid thing! I hope you die. That area, that plateau was going to be our base area, but as you can see, Blue Jay and Prowl have kind of invaded that area with weird sky bridges, and I have no idea what those guys are. Are you kidding me? Several llamas were hurt during the making of this video. But because they moved so close to my plateau, I decided to move back away from them because some of the plans that I have for my base this season are going to be pretty destructive. So I didn't want to accidentally blow up any of their stuff, so I just moved one plateau over, and now we are on top of this area, which is perfectly fine. So this is it. This is our base area, a savanna biome of all things. I never thought once I would ever be in a savanna biome because honestly, I hate this biome, but we're gonna turn this into something spectacular this season. So, without further ado, guys, Bubbles, Bubbles! Sleep, 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 sleep. So, if memory serves me right, Bubbles should be right over here in this river. To be honest with you, this is really close to Prowl and Blue Jay's base, so I kind of hope it's been giving them mining fatigue. Bubbles! Yes, he's still here. Oh, I absolutely love this. By the way, if you guys have not seen that episode, you should definitely go and check it out. I don't want to get too close to him, though, because we have some work to do today, and I really don't need mining fatigue. But the work that we're going to be doing in today's episode, I don't actually want to do on top of this plateau. And the reason is, this plateau area is going to be our main base area for later on in the series. This is going to be where I build my mega project for the season. It's going to be basically a very pretty area, but a storage system needs to be done like now. Like, actually probably needs to be done like yesterday. That's how behind I am with doing this. So for right now, I may just go to one of these caves nearby, see if we can start like a little underground base area and get ourselves a sorting system going. I may want to pick something that's pretty far from here though, because something could be in the blast zone. Yeah, I'm kind of ruining some plans that I have, but let's just find a cave that's a little bit further away. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, it may actually be better to just put the storage system way down underground where our plateau is. So just dig something straight down and put a storage system around like Y level 20 or 30. That way I don't have to move the storage system from way over here up into our base later. Yeah, I think that's a much shorter distance. Let's just do that. Let's go underneath the ground right where our portal is. I have given away so many clues to what our base is going to be this season already. Let's see if any of you guys can figure it out in the comments section down below. This will be fun. Okay, so down here at Y level of 30, and I'm trying to figure out how big of a room I'm going to need. I mean, I know how I like to hoard items in Minecraft, so really big. Really, really big. I mean, I do plan on saving some space by using a multi-item sorting system, but still, it's gonna be a lot of space because I like to have a lot of items on hand for my build, so yeah, it's still gotta be big. It's still gotta be big. Yeah, I think this is enough area. I mean, we'll probably have to do some bulk storage at some point as well, but that'll probably be another sorting system somewhere else. But for right now, this will be a good start for all of our items. So let's go over the sorting system design that I am going to be using. This is a multi-item sorting system by a creator called Tomco, and I will leave a link to his item sorter in the description down below, but I am going to change his design slightly. But let's just go over how it works. So down here at the bottom, we have a clock, and this clock goes around and around in a circle, and it makes these pistons around back here fire. So this piston goes down, then this piston goes across, and then this piston goes up, and it's just circling around the cobblestone and the hoppers in a big circle going into all of these chests. All of the hoppers are loaded up via this dropper right here. So as the hopper comes around into this area, it's loaded up with items from this hopper. So from dropper to other hoppers that go into this feed tape of pistons up here. So clock fires pistons, clock also fires those pistons up there, and you have this nice little, if we remove this torch, this nice little piston feed tape around back, and all of the hoppers are going to go in a circle, slowly filling in any of the areas that it can. Any items that can fit into these chests, it will. So let's say that we put in an item that is not in any of these chests here, that is not being sorted by this stack of chests. Well, that item is eventually going to make it completely around the feed tape until it ends up above this hopper right here. This hopper is going to take out whatever doesn't fit into this module and send it into another hopper and then into another dropper with a hopper on top of that. So then we have this exact same design that we have here, and this is where the next module will start with another feed tape, and then that one will end up in two hoppers, and then we'll have another feed tape here, and over again until we have an entire sorting system. And that's great. This would be a perfect system if it wasn't for all the noise. I don't want to hear these pistons constantly circling around, even whenever there are no items being sorted. Also, there are supposed to be two observers facing each other that are supposed to be tick, 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 ticking constantly to make the droppers fire. And I've just removed that because I didn't want to hear that all the time that we were over here. So I have to come up with a solution to make the sorting system only run whenever there are items that need to be sorted. And that is where this redstone comes from. This is the on-off switch for the entire sorting system. So the basic idea is if there are any items in this chest here, that is detected by a comparator, and then a output is sent along this redstone line to power this piston, which will push the observer in place, thus making the dropper start ticking. Then around this way, I have a redstone torch that is constantly powered unless there are items in this chest, which will turn off this power source and the clock will start running. So let's just give it a test here. If we go ahead and put an item in this chest, as you can see, the observer is pushed into place. You can hear it ticking and making the dropper put down the items or put out the items. And then the clock has started, which makes the pistons go around in the back. Absolutely perfect. Now all we need to do is get the rest of the modules in. And many hours later, and we have this. We have all of the redstone in for this entire system, and it looks kind of cool. It looks kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, we're gonna have to cover some of this redstone stuff up, but in the meantime, I do kind of like watching it run. Check out all the moving parts! Check it out! It's so cool! It's so cool! This may be my favorite redstone contraption I've ever made on Bedrock Edition. This is awesome. This is so cool. But enough freaking out. As of right this moment, I can't even test the system because I have to get items into all of these chests, which means I need to start sorting some of my items. I need chests for wood, I need chests for gravel, I need chests for andesite, I need chests for, well, pretty much for every item in the game. So, yeah, I got some more work to do. But I think that I'm just going to start off with doing bulk storage. Things like stone, cobblestone, and stuff like that I have a ton of. I'm going to go ahead and do a couple of chests for that. And I'd like to do some more bulk storage later on for more cobblestone and wood and things like that. But for right now, I just need a way to organize what I already have, and we can change out what we're sorting out a little bit later on in the series whenever we have some more items. Okay, alright, so I've started at least. I have a little bit sorted. As you can tell, this is the dirt chest, this is the grass chest, this is stone bricks, this is more stone bricks, this is stone, this is more stone, this is cobblestone. I've started. I have definitely started around here. The only problem is, I still have a lot to do. All of these shulkers are filled to the brim of different items, and just to get you an idea of all the different items that I have to sort, it's a lot. It's definitely a lot of different types of items. This is going to take me a while. This is going to take me a while to figure out where I want everything in this entire system. And honestly, at this point, I'm getting a little bit worried that I may not have made this system big enough. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen? I think that is a task for another day. I do hope that you guys enjoyed today's episode. I think I'm probably going to do a Twitch live stream where I just do a ton of chest organization right here in this area. And then in the next episode, we'll come back and we will decorate this area, as well as maybe throw in a couple of new additions to this area. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be where I wrap up for today. I do hope that you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like on the video, as well as if you're new around here, be sure to subscribe. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for me today. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. You guys have a great day. You know what? Just to end off the video, I want to do this again. I want to do this again. Throw in the granite. Do 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 do. It looks like a light show going off. Oh, I love it.